Hello, and welcome to the Hypno Travelers on the Magical Psyche Highway podcast. That's right. Your host and tour guide is Scott Prevett, a healer, hypnotist, and a magician. And your bus driver is Jason Gobelli, also a hypnotist, an entrepreneur, and a spiritual guide. Disclaimer, neither Jason, Scott, or any of our guests here today are licensed professional psychologists or psychiatrists. So please don't make any changes to any medication or treatments that you are currently on based on the conversation that you hear here today. Just hop on the bus and enjoy the ride. Trip with us on the Inner Revelation bus. That's right.
Hey, welcome back to the Hypno Travelers on the Magical Psyche Highway. Today we got a great guest. We got Katarina Cox. That's right. She just got finished writing a book and releasing a book called Ascension 101. So this is going to be a lot of fun, isn't it, Scott?
Hey, welcome.
Hey, Katarina, how are you? Welcome.
I'm great. How are you guys?
We're blessed. So first question, let's get
Awesome.
started right off the bat. Who are you and what do you do?
All right. So I am Katarina, and I'm also known as Pyscha SuperNova in my book, Ascension 101, which is right here. And I am a healer. I'm a massage therapist. I am certified in Reiki 1 and pranic healing level 1. And I have started my spiritual journey about 10 years ago. And that led to me creating a self-help book, and it took me about 3.5 years to finish. And I had all these spiritual ideas, and I had this journey and awakening, and that is what led to me writing a book.
Nice. So let's talk about some of these spiritual ideas. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay. So, 10 years ago, I had a drug-induced psychosis, and my mom took me to a hypnotherapist, and she cleared my chakras. So when I was about 13, my grandma had introduced me to reading tarot cards, but I never knew about pendulum work or really any of like the witchy stuff, because my family was more based in Christianity. And so this kind of opened my eyes when she did the hypnotherapy on my chakras and used a pendulum. And I knew a little bit about chakras because I was really into yoga. And then I became a yoga instructor, and I started using pendulum work to help me because I was hearing voices at the time, and I needed to understand how to communicate with my spirit guides and my angelic team. And she helped me a lot because I was hearing dark voices, and I was hearing voices that, were telling me to commit suicide. So this helped me a lot to hear the positive voices and to, clear out the negativity and create like positive conversations with them, because I was having a lot of conversations with myself, and I didn't know how this drug-induced psychosis was going to affect me until it happened. So I had to come to a conclusion real quick. And that's how spirituality paved my way. And I was like, wow, there's just so much to explore. So to answer your question, in my book, I talk about positive affirmations, witchy stuff, twin flames, soulmates, narcissists versus empaths. So I kind of dived into those kind of topics, and then pendulum work and creating witch charms. So that is the kind of stuff that I explored. And I was interested in hypnotherapy. So I went to quite a few sessions with her, and that's what kind of got me on my phone at the time. So this happened in 2013, and I was researching like, okay, chakras, and what is all this stuff? And that's what kind of got me. At the time, I was agnostic, and I started believing in God again, and that kind of opened the doors to just everything. And then I was living at the coast, and I started going to ecstatic dance, and ecstatic dance helped me to explore and move my body, and be with a bunch of spiritual like-minded people that helped me open up. And then I brought my tarot cards back out. I really never stopped using them. And then I decided to go into massage school and became a massage therapist, and now I help people in that way. And this has helped me. I've done massage for 6 years, and I've helped different people with deep tissue and prenatal couples massage. And then I got certified in Reiki and pranic healing, and those modalities have helped me with my own clients. Even if they're not open to a healing experience, they're going to get a healing experience anyway, because I'm aware of these energies now, and I can pick up on energies. And in the beginning, I used to get drained by people, and I didn't know how to protect myself. So then I learned, okay, I'm going to pray before I go into my session, and I am going to have an intention for this session, and do a little bit of Reiki. People say not to do Reiki on people without permission, but I don't personally agree. I think, you can tell if someone's energies are open for it. And, so I just throw a little bit in there. I don't have to do a whole Reiki session on somebody that's not consenting to that. But I do think, if you're a healer, your healing powers are going to be, put on them whether they like it or not.
So are you seeing auras and things like that?
I have before. I think I can like meditate on it if I really close my eyes and concentrate.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
you said there for a while, and part of your journey you were suicidal. So you were dealing through a lot of pain there, or some emotional stuff going on. Is that what led you to the path that you're on?
Yeah. So I had a lot of ideations. I never acted on anything. But I did have like major depression. Um, After the drug-induced psychosis, they diagnosed me with multiple things like bipolar schizoaffective and major depressive order, PTSD, because I had gone to a music festival and took like a large amount of drugs. And so I had taken MDMA, which is Molly, and this depletes your serotonin levels. And so, my family didn't know what to do. They were really worried for me. And I had these crying spells that would last for hours and hours in a day. I mean, I'd be like bawling my head off, they'd have to give me like cold spoons and like a wet rag, and my eyes would be all, puffed up. And it was hard for me to actually get a job for the first few years of my sobriety, because I was struggling with having delusional thoughts, and these crying spells were taking over. And then I even had bosses that could understand, like, okay, she's going to go in the back room and cry for 15 minutes and then she'll be back out here. So I had like this overwhelming, sadness, because I think of like the mental health issues. And so, that helped. That I had to work through that. to get to where I am at now. And that for my personal journey, it had to take medication and recovery to get there. But I did have like demonic entities and just negative energies, I feel like, that were kind of preying on me. And so, the hypnotherapist taught me, to say release, or ascend to heaven and, go back to where you belong. So I would have like, some kind of like arguments with demons and stuff that I didn't understand at the time. And so I learned to protect myself, and I would feel these like psychic attacks. So, I'd feel like an energy on my internal organs of just, I felt like energies were attacking me. So I had to learn how to say to myself or say out loud, like, I'm protected, and it just took years of knowing that I'm protected and then gaining some self-confidence back. Like, I'm worthy, and I don't need to kill myself. I'm not going to, and I'm happy with, where I'm at. So I'm going to like fight to stay alive, even if I feel really bad, because I had this, when I would do the crying, my mom would get mad because I'd turn on sad music and that would make it even worse. I'd just be like laying on the floor, and I didn't know what to do at the time, but it was a physical response that I couldn't control. So, sometimes I'd go into the grocery store or wherever I would be, and tears would start rolling down my face, and then people wouldn't understand it, and they'd be like, "Oh, are you okay?" and stuff. I'm like, "Yeah, it happens all the time." So I had to like come up with these explanations and stuff. And this is actually, I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people that have taken this particular drug and had the same kind of effects. So, they say, it's like a crybaby thing, and, they take too many of this ecstasy, and then they have these crying spells, and, it lasts a long time. So it being in recovery, it makes me worried about people that, continue to take the drug on like a party weekend thing, because the psycho effects can last like a lifetime. So for me, it took, now 10 years, and I still take medication. I still have had these effects, and if it wasn't for my family, I wouldn't even be here, because they really helped me to stay on track.
So was that journey and all that pain and everything that you went to, was that the inspiration behind your book, Ascension 101?
Yeah, I think absolutely. I definitely, I knew that I had to get, part of my story out, but I was also interested in like spiritual topics. So, in my book, I've even like interviewed some people and asked them like, "Oh, do you believe in angels? Do you believe in spirituality?" So this topic of spirituality like fascinated me, and that is what helped me on my journey to ascend and get through everything. That's one thing that I would like defend myself if anybody was like spirituality is bunch of hocus pocus and stuff, or like and then I learned I don't have anything against religion. Religion is interesting to me, but I'm also not converting, because it's been important for me to have an open mind. So definitely it was a crutch for sure.
So in your model, this ascension, where are you ascending to?
Well, I mean, eventually, like, I think the heavenly realms, I think everybody ascends. Um, I have, like, in my book, there's a definition of ascension, Jesus Christ returning and ascending to the heavens. And I think everyone ascends, when they die, of course. Like, I personally believe in reincarnation, but I think you have the ability to ascend in this lifetime, as human form, if you can um get you don't even have to be into spirituality. You can just get your mind clear and get light energy in your body and start practicing self-care, whatever that means for you. You don't have to do anything specific. You can have your own daily routine. Everyone's different, so they have different things they're interested in. They could ride a bike or go to the gym, and that's spiritual for them. So I think it means something different for everybody.
So you've ascended, and what does that mean to you?
um well, I think I'm proud of myself for being where I'm at today and my journey, and um I am just super happy to where I've become. And I know that I keep trying, and I'm at, this stage where I'm promoting my book and getting some of my, like, advertisement out there. So, like, I quote, I have, like, recipes for food, and then I have these, you know well, you probably can't see it. Okay, so it's like Garden of Life chips, and I or the Garden of Life probiotics. So women's or men daily vitamins with probiotics. Fun fact, the founder originally sold carrot juice and kefir every day to start his business. I've been advertising, like, different brands and companies, and now I'm starting to, like, talk about them, and then they send me free stuff, and it's like a win-win because I'm promoting them. And yeah, I think for me, just practicing yoga and just doing the best I can every day, and getting involved in, like, the spiritual community in Fresno and meeting new people. I think that's what it means to me.
Nice. Scott, you got some questions? Bring it.
Well, Kat, I'm just curious. Can you tell our listeners who don't know, can you tell us a little bit more about pranic healing and how it helps you?
Yeah, yes, I wanted to talk about that because the other day we were at my friend's shop, Earth's Virtues in Fresno, and we did a pranic healing cord cutting workshop. And so I did level 1 years ago, and it reminded me of how powerful it is. So pranic healing is essentially like taking the like, this is what it looks like. If I was going to do my heart, then I'd grab the bundle of energy and cut the cord and then toss it, and you can visualize, like clouds or water. Traditionally, they have a bowl of salt water, and then you dispose of the salt water at the end of the session. And so this helps with physical ailments, and I've been able to practice it on myself. You're supposed to wait until level 3 to practice on other people. But I have had, like, my test subjects, friends and family that I've practiced on, and people do say that they feel a huge difference. And I also got certified in the Reiki attunements. So, that's kind of like placing your hands on certain areas of your body, but then you can also like give that energy back. And, when I first started practicing Reiki, I was like, wow, this is amazing. I can feel and pick up on energy. So I want to like pray for world peace and pray, for a certain area in the world that's having war, and, pray for them to be protected and have, positive energy. And the way that I learned myself is the way I kind of taught myself more is I used visualization as really a powerful thing. When I was in college, I took meditation, and I think that helped me a lot. I had a great teacher, and we had this little labyrinth that we would walk around. So I learned how to clear my mind, and I also found this company, like this book, Refuge Recovery, really helpful. And they do a meditation before recovery, or before the meeting, and then they talk about the meditation and how it affected them. So meditations really helped me, to imagine clearing my mind and then letting any kind of negative thoughts just kind of disappear. So those tools and imagining like white light, that's been a big thing for me. So yeah, that's just, closing my eyes and picturing like white light, or asking like Archangel Michael to cut cords for me, or, Archangel Gabriel to assist me in like communicating with someone, or praying, for like a new job, stuff like that has helped me.
So you belong
Nice.
to quite a few groups out there. So you got some healing energies coming from a lot of different directions. So who are your mentors, and where do you get, most of your inspiration from?
Well, I kind of just did it through meeting all different people. I have some, like the original hypnotherapist that I went to, her name is Raven, and her first she was Monica Lightbody, and then now it's Raven. And there's she helped like inspire my kind of whole journey, because she was so open, and that really that opened me up, and I needed to be opened up at the time. And so that kind of led to my spiritual awakening. And then I have had another friend, Satara, and she's been an amazing mentor. We it's it's a funny story how we met, and we've stayed close friends for years, and she's just on her spiritual journey. So she does tarot cards on TikTok, and she's been doing pranic healing for years and has all her own clientele. And we did pranic healing level 1 together. So she's just been awesome. We've had like a really fun relationship where we laugh about spiritual things, and it's been great. And then I also I like the Brass Unicorn in Fresno, which is a metaphysical shop. And the lady that owns the place is Catherine, and she has allowed me to do some of my book signings there, and they are really great people. So I've seen her over the years, in the witchy shop, and she's, answered some questions for me, and like guided me in the right direction. And that shop, I would go in there and be like, okay, what do I do if, I want to do a love spell or whatever? And they kind of help direct you, like, okay, these are the herbs that you need. Or like, what if I have someone that's projecting guilt and shame onto me, um, and then you kind of find specific remedies for that. I think when I first got into like witchcraft, I was scared and I was like, I want to only do, I want to be a white witch. I want to only do like light work and stuff. And I learned that creating a spell is creating like an intention, um, and really imagining, okay, what do I want? What do I desire? You know, do I want clarity in my life or prosperity and abundance? And then you kind of figure out, okay, what's going to attract that, so like recently I made a money charm. So I put like $1 and then I put orange oil and clove oil. And then, I closed my eyes and said like a little prayer and to attract money. And then I carry it around with me in my purse. So, maybe it's not bringing me hundreds of dollars, but, when I do receive money or something, I'm like, oh, it's like, thanks to my money charm. And, it's just fun. It's a lot more fun than, what I have imagined and what maybe other people have thought, witchcraft is. It's actually very like simple, and you're just trying to attract what you want.
So now that we have your, how can our viewers get your book? If they want your book, can they go to Amazon and get it, or how do they get your book?
Yeah. So my book is available on Amazon, and it's available on barnesandnoble.com, and also on Balboa Press website. And so Balboa Press is a company that is also linked with Hay House, and you can order it on their like official website. But yeah, you can get it on Amazon through my link, which is in my social media. And I am Healing Gypsy 11 on Instagram, and on TikTok, I'm Pyscha SuperNova, and that's my pen name. And I do tarot readings on there. I go on live. So I'm, trying to attract more people to that and just get the word out. And I also have like images in my book that I have taken myself at different places, and I've created like a little image. So yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
That works.
Kat, do you have anything to wrap it up?
Yeah, sure. Okay. So thank you guys so much for having me. I really appreciate this opportunity. It's been a great experience, and I look forward to listening to more of the videos that you guys post. And go get my book if you are interested in more. I do have like a personal tidbit, which is my personal story that we talked about today. But the rest of it is spiritual topics and how to ascend and find, your self-care methods, and, learn about chakras and angel numbers and angel colors. And I have guided meditations, and it's a workbook as well. So do we have time that I could share a quick little thing in here?
Bring it.
Okay. So this might interest some people, and this is about, it's a burning flame exercise. So you light a candle and you think of your ideal partner, and this is for anyone that wants a new life partner. And this is what you say out loud. So I have a candle here, coincidentally. So I am deserving of a loving life partner to share and enjoy my time with. I love myself and I am ready for a new endeavor of loving kindness that involves a new relationship. There is a feeling of mutual higher connection where we are in deep bliss. Thank you, universe, for answering my clear requests. So, yeah, that's one of the affirmations in there. And this is kind of the love chapter. So anyway, that's just a little snippet, but thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Scott,
Thank you for coming.
want to add?
Thank you very much for taking time out of your schedule to share that with us.
Yeah, of course. I appreciate you guys.
Right on. Well, that's it for today. So thanks, guys. We're glad you're here. If you liked us, give us a thumbs up. If you think we're assholes, give us the thumbs down. We don't care. Just come back next week, respond. We're glad you're here. Give us, follow us, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for coming on. And thank you, Kat, for allowing us to travel down your magical psyche highway.
Thank you so much.
Wow, what a trip. Thanks for taking that journey with us today. Please like us, share us, and enlighten us with your views of the topics we drove into today. We appreciate you and love reading your comments. Thanks again, and we hope to see you back on the bus next week. That's right.